The smoke. Smoke is how I would say it, not that it is as clear as that. Let me be straightforward if I can be. There is smoke at first, but then, if my mind allows it, there is also water. So the smoke is a fog or a mist. Probably a mist, most likely. No matter. What matters is the smoke is a fog. No, a mist. Most probably a mist, I would say. Then on good days, there are good days as well as bad. But if I am to tell the truth, as they say, there are more bad than good these days. There is a figure, which seems obvious. No need for telling this if there is no figure. If there is just a mist, pointless. There is always, certainly, a figure. That much is clear. Ha! Stay with me. I'll stay with you if you stay with me, together as one. We can speak it, see it together. Somehow I seem to remember bells, ringing bells, but not quite ringing bells, but some other type of bells, but ringing, of course. It might be that it is something else, that I am getting the memory mixed up. Stay with me. Do not think that I haven't prepared this, that I haven't attempted to perfect it, to edit and to alter, to do away with the parts, but you must stay with me. Let us go together, let us walk into the mist, and if we must get wet, well, never mind. We have a mist, a figure, some ringing bells. Won't that suffice? Stars, there are stars. I realize now that it is a night scene. Of course it is a crisp night. Stars, so starlight or moonlight, reflected sunlight into the dark and some shadowy corners. Bells, church bells ringing. The figure breathing. Of course, because they are standing there. Breath makes the mist, I see. It's the breath that is the mist, only the mist seems so extraordinary. Impossible somehow, I would say impossible, but that is how I create it. Remember it, she is stooping. That's for sure. Is that for sure? Perhaps she's leaning down to pick something up. Is that what she does? Is that what she's doing? Do you hear that? The sound of bells ringing. And singing now. She is singing. She sings some sad song so sweetly. Come, winter night, and cool me. All the world's asleep. Come, winter night, and hold me. Moonlight, bright and deep. So sweetly she sings. Such sad, soft sounds. But the haunting comes. It's spinal. Flinching, the stars seem to flicker, the shadows move with the wind. It's winter, it must be, even the hills shiver with me. There I see it, and you, it too. Watch. Flicker, zoom, amazing. Incredible. Miraculous. But nothing. She is stooping or bending over, one hand on her back, her sacrum, then she's arching. She's arched and she's reaching her hands behind her. Settle down. She's alone. Strange that she should be alone, but every time alone, sometimes a shore speaks, sings, swishes back and forth in my ears. The brush and breath of waves break and bury themselves in my ears. My eyes all wide and woolen, given to this moment for the moment. Parched, always thirsty, sometimes hungry. Ash on my fingertips, always ash on my fingertips. The desire to strike through flesh and kill. That's not it, that's too far. It's a hunger, not that, a different. Let me sit a moment. Nah, not important. Hardly worth the effort. She got a name? Who's that, I wonder? Talking, speaking to me as if they were here with me. She digs her toes into the sand. There's sand. Fire, smoke, but cold. It's winter, of course it is. It's always winter. But has she got a name, though? There's questions. Voices. From everywhere. What does it matter? It's not important, impossible. Listen, though. She's swollen, that's right, she's swollen in the ankles, purple, all vein and water, retention of time all stuck in the skin and the folds in the ankles. Ash on my hand on, but nothing. Purple ankles, purple but green, red and yellow. Flaky skin crumbling, desperate at times to itch she is. So am I and you, it's likely, come from out of the corners of the mind, come from out of the memory, my memory, probably some lost, forgotten memory, pushed down, kept down, held down, most likely. I wouldn't fancy trying to stop it from being, that's the thing with memory, always has a way of coming back round, around, again, and down, again, same thing again, never mind, bad day. Aren't many better, I'm tasting the ash, the tar, no. Ash, there's a singing voice, always a singing voice then. It comes all hummed and husky. A male, I'm sure of it, pretty though. Crackly, grainy. I held up the suitcase to stop him from striking me with his stick, that much I remember. Darted across a mountain, rushed across an ocean, saw myself as an acorn of all things. Then come back to the grayscale, the mud I mean, the mud. Come back to the mud and I'm all schoolboy shorts and grazed knees. Does that image belong to me? Is that my image? Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Nothing much else, a few sounds, some pang of this or that, or so the saying goes, or something like that. But that voice singing, rising, always a hymn, I think, some type of hymn. Then tumbling hills again, lambs on their knees, bending low for the grass that's dying, wind howling, rocks forever as in the rocks stand, forever as rocks might, but snow. The lambs are with her. Are there lambs with her? Sure of it. But they're not so sure. Moonlight so bright, vision so slight, so difficult, I wish I had it some other way. Might be better, but as it is, this is it. Go to sleep, my boy. That I remember. Long day in the morning, my lad. Let your head slip onto the pillow, boy, let yourself be. No rest. No sleep, not every night, sometimes sleep, sometimes rest, but often not much sleep, rest, sometimes nothing at all, or barely, mostly barely, just a little, tiny amount, what does it matter? She's pouring. She does pour, she pours, she poured, or she was pouring, I can't quite remember, but she sang, or was singing, or is singing still, if I remember rightly. Anyway, it doesn't matter entirely, not anymore. She's swollen, though, that's for sure. And not only in the ankles, but, well, it's obvious now that I look again, if I look again, if I look properly, if I let myself look, I see it, the belly, the womb, the swollen, the heavy. No wonder she stands so wearily. She did stand so wearily. She does stand so wearily. Merrily, merrily, merrily. Come now, what rest can do, incredible, miraculous, new sight, new life, new everything. What a good God, what a worthwhile day, what a way to live, to be alive, wonderful, incredible, amazing, such is life. Wow, it feels great to be here. How wise we are when we wish to be. Merrily, merrily, merrily. What a belly. Huge. More than huge. Heavy, of course she's heavy, and yet a cooking pot, black and hot, cast iron, it's likely. Cauldron of a supper, pig's head and bladder. Cheek and tongue and spices from some other land, some far off land, some land she's never been to, never seen. Ocean roars and green sleeves, obviously. Hunger, such hunger. Drumbeat, obviously. Drumbeat, getting closer. Fiddle or viola, same thing, doesn't matter, but impending, impeaching, coming closer. Ah! Now I know it, now I see it. What herbs? Just water, 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 and I'm shaking or shivering, no shaking. The drum draws me nearer, water plus other liquid shit. That's shit, that's shit, that is. It's shit, it is shit. And something else, some white, some red, some watered down in a tunnel for sure. It's a tunnel. Let me take a seat, impossible. On the move, of course. I'm coming, I am. Head first, wait, shiver, merrily, 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 all the holy and the holly and the ivy all fully grown. It's me that's coming down the tunnel. Oh, it's me in the cooking pot, me in the womb. I am the baby, of course I am. Let me straighten this out. Let me see. Holly, berry, bitter, redeem me, rising, rising, rising. The sun red is rising to a singing choir on the hill. Pricks and prickles as sharp as a thorn. But my, oh my, she's giving birth. Of course she is. They sing to welcome him or me. It's me. Miraculous. Remarkable. Bring me wine. Won't you bring me something to put in my glass? Bring a little, let me raise. We should all be singing, shouldn't we? What a sight, such a sight. We should all be dancing, shouldn't we? Bring me some spice, some herbs. What herbs? Rosemary always, thyme, some other, crack the black pepper, pinch the spice of salt if the weather holds. If the weather holds, we might be out in the field picking flowers, dandelions of winter. There are plenty of fields with yellow flowers in December. Imagine that. Imagine fields of yellow flowers dancing, singing. They sing, obviously they sing, a wintry song to a wintry sun, a sky red with wine, with blood, with a heart of a lamb of some something. Never mind, she's on the floor now, of course she is. She's on her back, obviously. Nothing but darkness, light, and singing voices always. But if I look closely, she is sweating. Yes, she sweats. A donkey sits nearby, chewing sideways and paying her no notice, but can't bear her scent, sits with its back to her. Winter. Winter, winter, of course. It's always winter. Why, that's when the light returns, begins to return, of course. So obvious. Let me get a better look. Let me see. Does she got one? A name, I wonder. Probably I never thought to ask. Never once. Just watched her, let her be, let her do as she pleased, right there in the mist and gloom of memory. It was memory. Don't name it a dream, it's memory, it's a memory. And holly berries underfoot crack and release a concoction of red syrup ripe for toasting. To the rising of the sun. How endless. How might it be? Well, nothing really. Let me explain it again. A woman, of course, pregnant, of course, and a mist, but coming from her, it's her breath. Next time, moonlight, stars bright, she's arching or reaching. At times, her hand is on her back, supporting her, allowing her to be upright still as the weight is so heavy, such a heavy load. There is a donkey, it faces the other way, its nostrils are all twitchy, searching for the air for some other smell, hoping to block out the smell of thick blood, of bodily fluid, of shit. It must be said, it must be. It must be made absolutely, I must make it absolutely clear that there is, without doubt, some watery shit and gloop too, lumps, thick chunks of her inside, the insides of her from her, trickling, rolling, sliding down from inside to outside, blood, and then some alien discharge, yellow and brown, such fluids mixed as one thing, no difference, no detail, but instead a combination. And yet there is moonlight, there is a robin dancing from spot to spot, trilling and singing as though it were a nightingale. Why might it not be? Should it be? Is it a nightingale? Too easy to simply switch out the bird because it might be more appropriate. And to who? It's not. It was not. It is not. It is. My mind remembers a robin, so let it be. Let it be. Let it be a robin. Listen how it sings songs we know but cannot sing ourselves. How long has it been singing? Centuries or a day? Same thing to it. There it goes again, twittering. Is it here or there, I wonder? I sometimes wonder that. Whether it is here or there, whether it is here or there, here or there. Neither. Memory walks along the branches of the holly tree so easily, pecks at the blood red berries with such gusto, shoots its call out briefly, then darts down to the floor to peck for a worm, probably. What else would it be pecking for? A seed, probably. Yes, pecking for a seed, I see. It pecks for a seed or a worm, both, and lots, many, but a worm or a seed, obviously. What else? Strange how sometimes others answer back, call back, sing back. Other birds that are not robins sing back, trill back, sing back to the little red breast, and it stands still for a second to listen, silent and still. You'd miss the little thing if you didn't know it was there. Is that a saying? Is that something that was once said some other time by some other person? Why cannot I speak with my own words? I'm trying, but they fail me. The words or words fail me, not completely, obviously. I mean, they carry the wrong meaning somehow, the wrong sense. They do not complete the thought how I feel them, how I wish them to. I must return to the woman. She stands and arches to ease the tension, but soon she gets herself down softly on the soil. Her hands become instantly worn, calloused and grubby, mud on the palms, dirt under her fingernails, flies all over her. They do not completely cover her, but rest a few hundred, give or take. Not good enough. 100 and let me see. 153. That's right, that's as exact as I can be. Plus it might be a guess. What does it matter? The flies do not buzz. They are silent flies, inaudible. They let winter whisper instead. They ought not be there anyway. They do not belong. I have cast them from some other memory and transferred them, transposed them over the top. They do not belong at this moment of beginning. It is not a beginning. She is laying back and receiving some lover, some invisible, wispy lover enters. She lets the lover enter, wants the lover to enter, some invisible lover, some distant, omnipresent, omnipotent, hidden lover. Her, what to call it, her womb. No, this is the moment of conception. The robins are still singing. The donkey chews. The flies disappear, and suddenly ecstasy. It is clearly visible. Do I divert mine? No, I cannot. Natural intrigue to watch, to look. She is in, and it is, well, of course, beauty. Why shouldn't it be? The robins sing, and some land their tiny brown feet upon her, her belly instantly growing bigger. One sits at the belly button and trills, pecks a few times, but lovingly, pecks without pecking properly, lets the belly rise, bread leaving, bread rising. Is that my image? That's not my own image. Wine. There should be wine and dancing and singing. The sun is rising, rising, rising. The sun has risen.